going back to the Promethean idea, what Satoshi did was so important was because he also stood next to what he did. Like, it's clear that he did this because he truly cared about money. He did not care about making money. Every single other project that I've ran into that has founders, this is about them making money. And this is one of the things that pisses me off the most, whether, you know, like the first one that comes to mind is Dfinity, like the internet computer. Funny enough, I was high on acid and I debated him at Burning Man about this whole topic. And what it really came down to is that, like, he believed he had some new innovation that he had a privilege that he should get rewarded for. And I pointed out that it just wasn't true. That if we're really trying to actually build something that's unique for humanity to have, this should be a gift that we freely give to people, you know, and particularly around money. This is the thing that is of the utmost importance, that we can't solely with our own economic benefit, because this is about everyone. This isn't just about you or me or the United States or even our time right now. This is about the world and all of the future to come, and what it means if we do have a free and open money that everyone everywhere could use, and what that promise means and how it changes our actual experience of life and being as human beings. You know, like the world where everyone understands Bitcoin and that we're on a Bitcoin standard, while it is radically and fundamentally different from this world, it still has all the same people and features and matter in it. It's just going to change in the way that we look at it and understand it and interact with it with each other in a much more meaningful way, in my opinion.
And when it comes to, I guess, profit, right? Because that's an area where we've seen in this space people sometimes hide behind a kind of faux libertarianism and saying, oh, what do you mean? You're not pro-free market? Like, what's wrong with people making money kind of thing? Whereas maybe the way I'm seeing that is, I think the Bitcoiners, or let's say the, Bitcoin maxis, for want of a better term, are just imposing a higher ethical bar, right? Like, they're just saying, really have an extremely high bar in terms of honesty about what that project is, what it's doing, as opposed to, I think, the sort of more shitcoiner, quote unquote, libertarians who maybe taking more of a caveat emptor sort of you take whatever risk you want with it kind of thing. But maybe there's an element where there's a gray zone where some of them are kind of exploiting that because they know, oh, look, I can make this token where maybe I, as the founder, or me and my friends, we get a little pre-mine allocation of coins that we can then dump on the retail and the greater fools who are coming into the system. And maybe that's how I'm seeing a difference in the mindset. How are you seeing that difference in mindset?
I'm going to go kind of hard on it here. And I'm actually going to say, like, I think it's actually evil, because, like, when you try to have a real conversation with them about, like, yo, like, what you're doing is wrong. Like, dumping on these uninformed retail people, like, that's wrong. It's like, no, you don't get it. Like, there's all, and so, like, the entire conversation, we're never going to get to a place where they're like, like, yeah, maybe you're right. Like, maybe that is wrong, because, like, they're just not available to actually have that thought. And so what I think is so unique about Bitcoiners is that for them, it's a cut and dry thing at the start. It's just like, oh yeah, like if you have a token that you're issuing there, you're clearly trying to do this things about you making money as opposed to you caring for money. Because if you actually cared about money in the way that it could go, well, build on top of Bitcoin. There's literally the entire economic model for the whole of the future, and you can build almost anything on it at this point in time. You want to stream music for stats? Great. There's a business there. Like, that's one of the things that I find the most amazing about the Bitcoin ecosystem is, like, pick up a rock and throw it. Like, Ben Justin, like, he wanted to be the Bitcoin wine guy, became the Bitcoin wine guy, like, you want to become the Bitcoin dog food guy? Like, go ahead, sell your dog food for Bitcoin. Bitcoiners will rally around it because they understand and want to support what you're doing is something ethical, and you're making a great profit, providing a great service on top of a great monetary standard. If you're trying to rebuild all of that from the base, it's pretty clear to me, like, you're trying to actually take economic benefit from people and the idea of what the monetary system should be for yourself. And that's just playing fiat all over again.